Hello viewers and welcome back to the channel again. This is a 2004-2010 Toyota Sienna. This has the 3.3 liter engine but it will apply up to 2010. This is part 2. I'm replacing all the motor mount or the engine mount on all sides and the front. This is the driver's side here, and also I'll be replacing the two on the passenger side. Now this is all four-wheel drive. If it's four-wheel drive, it will have two motor mount and the passenger side. If yours is only two-wheel drive, you will see only the big one motor mount on the passenger side. So with that in mind, let's get started. Alright, this is part 2 of this job, but before starting, let me show you the torque specification so you will know in advance what the torque specification for all these bolts and nuts are going to be. So here is the torque specification for all the bolts you're gonna be working with. Alright, and after seeing the torque specification, let me get started here. Alright, back here with part 2 on this Toyota Sienna 2004-2010, replacing every motor mount. This is the driver's side, by the way, and the nuts at this point are only bolted by hand, very little, because we need to play with all the motor mount. Alright, passenger side here, that's the small motor mount right there, 17mm bolt is only put by hand right now. The two on top I'll put them a little bit later because I have to move the engine up and down. And this is only for four-wheel drive. If you have a Sienna that is two-wheel drive, don't worry about it. And this is the big one here on this side, as you can see. I'm gonna take it out. I basically unbolted from beneath and also from the top. I'm gonna take this apron, this plastic here, to 10mm bolts, as you can see, to have a better visibility. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and raise the engine again to be able to take out the big motor mount right there on the passenger side. I'm gonna go to check again. I'm gonna change my camera to the motor mount right now. That's ready to come out already. See? Alright, the new motor mount here, and I want to say that I have compared every new motor mount with the old ones, and they are exactly the same, except for one thing. The stud on the new motor mounts is much bigger. It's a little bit bigger, I gotta say, so that makes me lift up the engine a little bit more. Alright, see it over here? The stud is a little bit bigger, but I have to lift up the engine a little bit more. That's all I gotta do. You know what? I'm gonna use a piece of wood here under the oil pan, and I'm gonna use a pry bar to pry the engine a little bit up. See if I can line up the stud of the motor mount with the hole in the bracket right there. It's very little anyway, so. Now remember, all the motor mounts are bolted very little, only by hand, because I have to be playing with the engine up and down. But you have to watch the other motor mount too, the one at the front. The one at the driver's side is no problem. That one will never come out. So I'm gonna go beneath the vehicle and see if I can drop it down a little bit. I'm gonna leave this pry bar here right now because I don't want the motor mount to come down and then to come off the bracket, and I'm gonna lose alignment again. Alright, that's very good right there. Because you have to keep watching both of them. This one and the one in the front. The one in the front here is good. It went in already. Make sure they go inside by hand as much as you can. And always make sure you thread the nut all the way inside by hand before torquing them. Next is this here. And remember, this motor mount here is only available for Toyota Siennas that are 4-wheel drive. If yours is only 2-wheel drive, don't worry about it, you will not see it. These are 17mm bolt. I'm going for the one on top right now. Alright, that is good right there. And now I'm going for the one in the front, for the motor mount in the front. These are 14mm nuts. I still gotta do the one on top. Now this is on the driver's side and the transmission here. Again, this is 19mm nuts. And as you already saw, we got to torque this nut at 70 foot-pounds. I don't know if you guys can hear the click. I'm gonna be putting the axle nuts here, 30mm socket here. And I want to put a tire first before installing the motor mount on top of the engine. I still gotta do that one. But I want to put the tire first so I can drop down the vehicle, and then probably it will be better to put that one on top. 21mm lug nut. Alright, now it's time for the small one here on top of the engine. For 10mm bolt. So I'm gonna pry it up. I'm gonna pry it down. Alright, job done here. This truck right now has all the motor mounts brand new. They are aftermarket, so they are not from the dealer. I found out that the old ones were original from the dealer, so they were so old. So the engine was moving too much, was kind of clanking already on all sides. So thanks for watching the video, and God bless you all.